Welcome back to a live casted game. I was kind of stalking TheMista on the game browser, expecting to get a 1v1, and what do I find to my surprise? TheMista has cloned himself. I think it's actually two of his hands on two different PCs. So TheMista is currently playing as the Holy Roman Empire, and he's playing as the French, or he's got a friend there we just don't know about. And on the other side of the map, another well-known player. We've got Vibe playing as Chinese, and we have Neptune also playing as the Chinese. One of the stronger civilizations in the current meta. They got some nice buffs during the last patch. Not to mention in a team game situation, China is such a strong late game. So we could see how this goes. The map here is Confluence. It has the river that's the shape of an X. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4 sacred sites. So buckle up. This could be a long one. We don't know. But it should certainly be interesting. So I think the real Mista, technically, is the Holy Roman Empire up here. If I'm not mistaken, this is who I'm friends with here in this game. And he is already opened up with a dock. The Holy Roman Empire is known for having rather strong naval presence. In addition to, of course, the French. And then we have down here the French player, speaking of the French, not going for any water opening. Looks like he's just doing a standard age as quick as possible. He's got villagers on food, villagers on gold. He's going to age up. And maybe he'll go into some early Knights pressure. Who knows? Or maybe he could do some booming. You sometimes see boom your strats in these team games. So who really knows what we might see? Okay, so over here we've got, let's see, what is Neptune up to? Neptune is currently opening. He has a 6 on wood, 5 on food. And over here by the water, he did open up with a dock. So he's going for a little bit of a fish boom. And what is Vibe doing? Vibe going, it looks like, look at that. We've got our Imperial official going ahead and working on supervising this mill to boost those rates. You can also pick up the gold out of there and turn them in. There we go. He's going to be aging up. Now look at that. I love that. That thing you can do with China is if you train your Imperial official, you can collect all your gold from these buildings, and you don't even have to mine gold to go to the next age. So I think that's the route that Vibe is choosing to go, and already going for stones. So he definitely will be going for a second town center here very quickly. Mista already throwing down some palisade walls for the Holy Roman Empire. I expect to see a fast fortress, if not a fast Imperial. Going for that Reginus Cathedral. And look at this beautiful relic situation. 1, 2, 3 relics on his plot of land alone. Absolutely great. Is this the same for all players? Oh boy, look, only 1 over here. So he's just secured 3 of these bad boys. Only 1 here. I feel like the northern team got the lion's share of the relics, if I'm looking at the map correctly. Wow. Wow. Okay, so over here we've got Mista. He is currently gathering those sheep. He's got his prelate working there, and he's aging up. What I can only assume is the Aachen Chapel here. Where is he? Is he aging up yet? Where is his landmark? Maybe not yet. I thought he would be. I guess he is nowhere close to aging up. He doesn't have the res, so he invested in that early wall. It's going to be a while. Meanwhile, French already got the School of Cavalry just about complete. He can train those Royal Knights if he wants to. Not seeing him go for stone yet. So I'm not anticipating, I thought maybe French could be super deadly with a fast expansion due to the fact that they already train villagers faster, but I don't think he's going to be going for that. Vibe. Now, Chinese, not known for much pressure in the feudal age, typically defensive, and with 2 China players, I expect them maybe to just really be turling up. And Neptune's continued just making these fishing boats. Is he aging up yet? Doesn't look like he's aging up quite yet. So 1 China player aged up, so I think it's going to be a bit here. Let's see if he... Okay, training up some scouts. I was wondering if he'd go some Royal Knights. So I feel like maybe he's going to be going for all those hunts. Is that perhaps what we're going to see here out of the Mitsa? The Mitsa. Get the Mitsa and the Mista. This is Mister's left hand. This is Mister's right hand. Meanwhile, the Mista, he is throwing down his Aachen Chapel here. You can Garrison that prelate inside the Aachen Chapel, and it gives an area effect inspiration. And you can look at these villagers, see them glowing because they do have that boost right now. They get, when they're inspired, they gather resources 40% faster, in addition to the Civ bonus, which is villagers gathering 40% more resources anyways. Okay, and meanwhile, Vibe has reached the second age and is immediately throwing down a second town center. So great macro here. Look at this. Just beautiful. Look how close he built this. He put his mill right by his lumber camp, so then the second age he was able to just walk between the two, gathering that gold. And now, look at this. He was able to perfectly get that town center built to second. He reached the feudal age, and he has his gold secured here with his landmark. So Vibe's in a great situation. What is going on over here in the French base? I see him building those scouts, and now he's building Royal Knights. Did he go for professional scouts? He did already get professional scouts, so he's going to be bringing those hunts in. Look at that. There we go. So he did not make too many scouts. He's only got a few of them out there on the map. So just bringing those hunts in and just maximizing his villagers' efficiency. They don't have to walk around to the hunts. They can just stay here under the town center and eat. So a good call there. Any pressure on the water? You know, you'd almost expect maybe the French to make a dock, since they do have such a commanding presence on the water. Oh, and that's why I couldn't find Neptune's landmark. He built it right on the water so he could defend his fishing boats. Very, very smart, as he's invested a lot on water. You know, we have Mista has made a lot of boats as well. Let's see if he will train up any boats here in the second age as he gets there. I don't know if he will. I think he might just wait till third age. I think we'll see him maybe go straight up to the third age. We'll have to see. So a lot of booming. Thus is team games. This is how team games go. Going straight for that Imperial landmark. Imperial Academy, rather. So what he is doing is he is going for that next dynasty, which has been buffed in this recent patch. Thank you so much for that follow, Luigi Gamer. So with two those landmarks down, he will achieve that first dynasty, be able to train villagers faster, and train those Choganus should he decide to do it. And meanwhile, Vibe also going for the Imperial Academy, so he's going for double dynasty. Both these players doing something very similar, with the difference of Neptune, has gone for the water, whereas Vibe has gone for the land route. So French just sitting back, collecting his hunts right now, and is quite content doing that. What's going on down here to the southeast? We do have a scout sieging that wall, but I don't think he's going to get a whole lot of work done there, at least for some time, but he will slowly work down on it. Look at that second wall being built. So, I mean, it's in Mista's interest. Sit back, boom up. He's got 3 of these relics under his control. This is a great situation if you're playing as the Holy Roman Empire. Okay, so meanwhile, any age ups in queue yet? Oh, we do, right here. There's the Regnus Cathedral coming down, and he's going to probably very quickly be going for these relics. Does he have any prelates out here already? You know, sometimes you even just ungarrison one out of here and just go pick them up. But it looks like he's just going to be training them. So he'll just have a little bit more time until he gets them in. But this should be good. He's basically have these relics unlocked. That's a 900 gold per minute, ladies and gentlemen. That's a lot of resources for him. What's going on down here to the south? One knight running around, and he does get shot down there by that defensive landmark. Oh my gosh, that poor knight. Royal Knight has been neutralized. Down on the southeast, we've got Neptune putting down these villages. This is also part of getting that dynasty in. These villages, they increase the maximum population by 40. So it is a cheaper option, or a more cost-efficient option from the house. There you can see increased max population by 40. It costs 100 wood, and he's building a few of those. Okay, meanwhile, what's going on down here? Got a wall for the TheMitsa, but nothing really crazy going on here. North side, the wall, nothing happening here, just a scout. And we do have Mista bringing in those relics. He's got 1 relic, 2 relics under his control. He's going to have a lot of gold coming in here. You know, to be honest, as far as the builds we've seen so far, I am probably most worried about the French. He does have a lot of food, but surprising he didn't go. I mean, these team games, a lot of times you really have to play greedy. And though he does have a lot of food here, he did not go for a second town center, which maybe you could have expected with such turtley gameplay. We've got 2 town centers down here for Vibes China, and then we have over here, 1 town center, but a huge water room going on for Neptune. So I feel like maybe the blue Mista could have played a little bit more greedy, but going up for the 3rd age with Guildhall right now. Meanwhile, there we go. 4th age, Fast Imperial is done, and ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your butts. This is what really shines about the Holy Roman Empire. This Palace of Swabia, it can train villagers at the price of 12 food in 5 seconds. Look how fast these villagers are producing. He's going to make villagers faster than he can even get houses right now. And this is going to be a killer boom. You cannot let HRE sit back and get this boom on. He has all of his land gold down. He's got this crazy boom from this town center. His economy is going to be rocking and a rolling. Now look at that. 49 vills for Mista, 45 for Blue Mista, 59 for Vibe, and 66 for Neptune. Now that is because they've got their dynasty bonus, but I think HRE is going to quickly catch up to that, not to mention the gold generation. Someone else just hits the 3rd age. Neptune has hit the 3rd age. With the astronomical clock tower, builds these clock tower siege units, which have more HP. Man, they are absolutely killer. Especially when it gets in the late game. And that's what's going to be interesting here. As we get to the really late game, it's not going to matter who gets the boom first. The military tactics can really make a difference. But we do see Mr. throwing down 2 siege workshops. Is he going to go straight for some bombards? Possibly. I don't know. Or will he go for the more traditional Springald? We'll have to see what he decides to do. Meanwhile, we have the blue Mitsa has reached the 3rd age with the French's Guildhall. Now this landmark, if you're not too familiar, you see it has the different resources here. You toggle one of them. He's probably going to switch this to gold or stone. And it slowly gathers up resources over time. And then eventually you can collect them. I like to use it as a rainy day fund and eventually just like cash in for 10k gold. It's absolutely crazy, but they can just sit there and generate, set it and forget it and come back to it when you need it. But some people will use it as they go. Mr. even bringing in a relic from down in the southwest. He's leave no relic spared. Sometimes when you're playing against HRE, you want to try to deny these relics, but this wall did a great job of preventing that from really happening. It does look like Neptune is trying to move out already with some palace guards and some Springalds. What's going on with Mista? What's he training? It looks like getting his upgrades in, and then he's going for some Culverin. Interesting choice. Maybe expecting to see some early siege units out of Neptune, and he's going to be ready for that. But he needs to get an army out. As China is on its way, he's going to break through this wall very, very quickly. He has 6 barracks currently on the back line. The Mist is sitting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but some of these are still getting their upgrades. Does he have a university in? Now the difference obviously is the Mista is going to be in the 4th age when his units do get to the battle. I'm sorry, he is in the 4th age, but he's going to have these 4th age upgrades here. Oh, I miscalculated this. This is 1, 2, 3 barracks plus the 1, 2, 3 is back here. Whatever. There's a bunch of barracks. They're training things. Honestly, I feel like Neptune, this would be like an ideal time for him to charge in and take out some buildings, but he's not going to... oh, here he goes. He's going for it. Now, before that battle happens, let's see if anything's going on in the south. I think French is just chilling. He is just chilling, not doing a whole lot. Got some stables going down. He does have a second town center, I see there. And what is this here? Okay, going for an age 4 landmark for Vibe. Okay, let's check in on this battle. And there we go. We do see these palace guards moving up, and they are going to take out that siege workshop. This is going to be a big deal. He is going to stop the military production of the Mista, but Mista is building more on the back line. Should be ready for this. But for right now, these are free buildings for Neptune to pick up. What do we have here? The nest of bees, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. It's ready for the 4th of July. It's going to be launching plenty of fireworks here. Man, green looks so good. Such a good looking color. I'm partial to green myself. So this is where the action is right now. I don't see anything going on. Just a quick glance at my minimap. Anywhere else? Will he try to defend his ally in any way? Okay, training some knights. Going to try to help out. Man, Neptune is starting to push, but Mista, I have faith. He's probably got this under control. He's got his barracks in the back line. He's got his army of 1 million villagers. Let's see, 93 villagers right now. Look at the comparisons now. Mista is okay. Neptune is the only one ahead of him, but Neptune really boomed up. Okay, here we go. Moving on in. I'm gonna reduce this just so we can see what's going on. Remind me to bring it back in if I forget. And here we go. We got some palace guards going after the barracks. Mista losing even more buildings. Now, he doesn't really have any answers to the keep right now. I don't see any trebuchets. Not seeing any bombards. I don't know how he's going to deal with the keeps at the moment. I mean, for what the nested bees are, the sound and the way they look when they fire is just such an awesome unit. It's just so cool when you see these things in battle, and definitely terrifying when you hear those rockets going off. Look at this. We do have a monk on the back line providing a little bit of healing there. And what's going on? It looks like some barracks going down. Just more and more barracks. Is he keeping his units back? Oh, is he going to try to go? Oh, he's going to go for a mass. I thought he might go for a mass convert. Yeah, that's what he's trying. He's mismicroing it. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. What on earth? You would almost think he's trying to duplicate these the way he's playing with them. I think he's... Wait. Huh. Oh, wait a second. Did those relics just duplicate? Hold the phone. We're gonna need to get a check on that, ladies and gentlemen. Did we just witness the Mista relic hacking? No, we did not. It was surely an accident, right? But over garrisoned. Yeah, not duplicated, but over garrisoned. Yeah. I don't know. We might have to get the authorities to take a look at this game. I hope somebody go clip that. We'll have to see what's going on there. I thought it was only supposed to hold 3. It holds 3 relics. That is correct. 3 relics. Yeah, somebody call the police. Anyways, while it's going on, let's look at this in some beautiful cinematic mode. We've got Rams heading after the keeps. Mista charging in with his man-at-arms, trying to take out the Springolds. But we have Nest of Bees taking shot on the man-at-arms. Plenty of palace guards around to defend, though a Springold does go down. What is that? Oh, Culverins are on the back line, laying down the pain. And, it's too close to say who's winning this battle quite yet. This is looking okay for Neptune, though those Culverins are going to pick off that siege over time, and I think Mista might just have defender's advantage as he continues to train units. Okay, so we have down goes I think the rest of Neptune siege units at the moment, and meanwhile we've got man-arms moving forward. After Neptune, as Neptune does have to finally, it's kind of expected. He did lose that battle over time, and the Mista is in a perfectly good situation. I haven't looked anywhere else on the map, but French, they're just chilling. I guess chasing some of Vibe's Fire Lancers. Oh my gosh, is he going for? He's playing dirty. Vibe, come on, man. What is Vibe doing? He is going to be massing Fire Lanterns and going and trying to snipe a landmark. And I say try, but he's most likely going to be successful when he rolls in here. So, is that a stone wall there? No. Okay. Oh, here comes some Fire Lancers. Oh, Lord. Oh, boy. This could be an issue for Vibe as he moves... Or, I'm sorry, for the Mitsa, the blue Mitsa. Because these Fire Lancers, they mean business. Look at how quickly they were able to just nuke buildings. You thought Tashunki and Takola soldiers from Age of Empires 3 were good. They're nothing compared to these guys. And they move quickly. And, relatively looking at their cost here, Fire Lancers, 56 food and 14 wood and 14 gold. 60 seconds. These are super cheap units to produce. What's going on up here to the north? We got, looks like Vibe has also been doing some harassing to the north. And honestly, I feel like Neptune was just a distraction while we've got these Fire Lancers starting to roll on in right now. And okay, here we go. We've got the Fire Lancer task force, and if he starts sniping landmarks, this could be trouble for the Mista's team. Okay, I see someone has clipped the relic stuff. We will review the tapes afterwards. No judgment here. We'll have to see what exactly transpired there. And the jury is out. But YouTube, let me know in the comments if you think Mista is purposely abusing the relic garrisoning there on the Regnus Cathedral. Vibe going in, trying to take out the monastery. And I say trying, but look how quickly. Just easy nuke. Oh boy, here we go. Now, French does have cannons, Royal Knights back at home, and he also has some Springald, so he may be okay here, although those villagers may not be okay. And look at those explosions happening. Villagers littering the battlefield. Villager corpses, rather. And going after the blacksmith, stopping that technology that's certainly been in queue for a little bit of time there. Going after the market. Man, they just so quickly. What? Holy cow. I've had this happen to me, but just watching it from afar, it's dirty. These Fire Lancers, they are no joke. And the thing is, the French and the HRE are just going to be running around playing. They're going to be reacting to these Fire Lancers. Meanwhile, where's Neptune? What is Neptune up to over here? Where is Neptune's army? Maybe we're missing it on the mini map, but I'm not seeing Neptune's army at the moment. There's a lot of Fire Lancers running around. Maybe he's going to make a Fire Lancer switch himself. Is it? I keep looking to see if he got an army. I'm not seeing one. Okay. Anyways, it looks like we had some demo ship action going on. It's hard to capture, every bit of the action here when you're doing a team game, but demolition ship coming in. What's it got his eyes set on? Not a whole lot left. Oh my gosh. Oh no. This is the Mistress. If he could roll up here and nuke 13 villagers, I mean, late game he can repop those, but this would be a big one if he could pick that up. I don't see any other fighting going on across the map. He could get that landmark certainly probably with this. Looks like there's been a little bit of a lull in the battle. Are there any Fire Lancers in the base? No, not right now. I really want to see this happen. Oh, here we go. Oh, gosh. No. Oh my gosh. They were simple peasants, and now they are gone. They disappeared. Their bodies disintegrated. Thank you so much for the raid coming in there, Farmman Official. We are casting. TheMista plays 2 PCs at the same time, I guess, in a team game. It should also kill the fish. Does it not kill the fish? Yeah, it does not kill the fish. Fish, they don't care about dynamite. It's not going to impact them. Meanwhile, Neptune is getting ready for the push with Vibe at his side. This is going to be a strong push on the Mista's base. Will he be able to hold? He's got some man-arms. He's got some Lanchnecks. This could be a little bit scary, though. I think the Fire Lancers might just target to the landmarks, and that's a lot of Fire Lancers. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here we go. The Fire Lancers, they are charging. They are charging. What will they go after? Will they just go for nuking the army? I thought maybe he might go around back and try to pick up some landmarks, but it doesn't look like he is right now. How did the ram get in there? Was that ram there all along? So here we go. Meanwhile, his ally is nowhere to be seen. Busy chasing a few Fire Lancers on the back end. Watch this. This keep is going to go down. It's about to be DED. We do see that automatic repair of the HRE coming in. But those Fire Lancers, watch how quickly they're going to take down these keeps should they decide to target them. Even with that, now the HRE automatic repair is no joke. But look at this. It is those Fire Lancers have so much siege. Villagers are trying to repair it, but it's just not going to be enough. And honestly, this might be enough to spell defeat for the Mista if his ally does not come in and help. I see some knights coming in. Where are his landmarks? Let's see. He's got one here. He's got a few more. This is obviously just the keeps. Maybe the keeps have bombed the time he needs, but I'm not seeing any military units for Mista. Let's look at the resources. I'm sorry, we haven't looked at this tab in a bit. It just takes up so much space. So there you can see where he's sitting at. The Mista is pretty low on food. He has like no food right now. He's lost that palace of Swabia. I'm sorry, he's not. It's still alive. It's still alive right there, producing those villagers. He's continuing to produce villagers. Now, fully upgraded Elite Royal Knights, they are no joke. They will deal with those Fire Lancers. I would have liked to maybe have seen from China to run around and just snipe buildings. More important than killing units here. I think. Maybe not. I don't know. But it does look like French was able to come and defend his ally. And I think they will live through this battle. You know, I say that, but those Springles are going to keep sniping. 60 damage a pop. I think we've got a little more game left in us here. Again, this is a live casted game, so we do not know the result. The Elite Fire Lancers currently working on that HRE army, and we do see that Neptune has held his own, and that might be the... I'm not sure what else they got left. Are there more knights coming? What's going on down here? Oh, what? 1, 2, 3, 4 keeps on that Vibe has expanded out with. Also, looks like some Fire Lancers have been coming in and harassing. So the blue TheMista has to be a little bit nervous that, you know, at any point his landmarks could just get run down by 100 Fire Lancers. Hopefully see maybe a balance change to these Fire Lancers in the coming patch. They do seem to be absolutely powerful, and you could say, okay, well, it's a unique ability, but they also have very powerful siege units. I think they've got enough unique things that already make them very, very strong in the late game. But now with his bombards, he's going to be quickly making work of his landmarks. You have one there. We've got one here. Is there any other landmarks left? Is that his first town center? I think it is. I think this is his capital. So he has... no, that's not his capital, TC. Enemy destroyed, missed his landmark. Down goes, and there we go. It does look like GG there. Their team must have tapped out, and it looks like Team Vibe and Neptune did get the victory there with the double China. Let's look at those a bit of the statistics here. If you look at the military, you can see units killed for Neptune was the leader there. Lost. Let's look at the total economic. Neptune having a lot of food and wood. Mista obviously generating all that gold, not to mention the glitched landmark I guess he was using. Has plenty of gold. And French, you know, not going really too big on a boom, was the lowest as far as the resources goes. And yeah, let me know, guys, what you thought about this casted game. I did not expect to see a 2v2 coming into this, so this is much a surprise to me. I didn't know that Mista could play 2 Age of Empire 4s at the same time, but maybe he needs to keep working on his technique, or maybe this is his dog over here playing. Don't know, but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.